In this video, we're going to talk about the sunflower. You've probably seen them, right? These towering giants that seem to chase the sun. Well, today, we're going to follow the sunflower's incredible journey, all the way from a tiny seed to how it ends up as a super popular snack, and, a whole lot more. So, let's dive right in and get to know this botanical marvel a little better. Okay, so first up, let's get acquainted. The common sunflower, and if you want to get scientific, it's Helianthus annuus, is famous for that bright, sun-like face that just screams summer, right? It just radiates positivity. But there's a really fascinating secret hidden in plain sight. So when you look at a sunflower, what do you see? One giant flower, right? Well, get this. That's not one flower at all. It's actually a masterpiece of engineering. That head is made of hundreds, sometimes thousands, of tiny little flowers called florets, all packed together. It's basically a whole community of flowers pretending to be just one. How cool is that? And the genius of this design is really in the details. I mean, look at this. These little florets are arranged in a perfect spiral pattern, and it actually follows that famous mathematical pattern, the Fibonacci sequence. Now, this isn't just to look pretty, no way. This incredible structure is literally the most efficient way to pack in the maximum number of seeds, making sure that every single pollinator that stops by is put to good use. And believe me, when we say towering giant, we are not kidding. Your average sunflower gets pretty tall, somewhere between 1.5 and 3.5 meters. But the world record holder? Grown in Germany, it reached an absolutely staggering 9.17 meters. To put that in perspective, that is taller than a two-story house. Can you even imagine? So how on earth does a plant get that tall? Well, it all comes down to its incredible life in the sun. Even though they're originally from North America, sunflowers have basically traveled the globe. Today, you'll find them cultivated on multiple continents. The big players in the sunflower game are Russia, Ukraine, and Argentina. It makes sense, really. They absolutely love the sun and thrive in those warm, sunny, airy climates. So, thinking about growing your own, it's actually pretty easy. The number one thing you need is sun. Lots of it. We're talking at least 6 to 8 hours of full sun every single day. Then, just find some nice, fertile, well-drained soil. You'll want to plant the seeds about 2.5 centimeters deep and spread them out, maybe 45 centimeters apart so they have room to stretch. Oh, and water them regularly. Do that, and you'll have your very own sun-chasing giant in no time. The whole life cycle, from the moment you plant that seed to harvest time, takes about 120 to 150 days. So for the first 10 days or so, a little seedling pops up. Then, for the next couple of months, it's all about growing leaves and getting tall. Around the 2-month mark, that famous flower head starts to form and open up. And then by the time fall rolls around, the flower's been pollinated and the seeds are all mature and ready to go. So after a whole summer of soaking up the sun, what's next? Well, this is where the sunflower turns into a gift for the whole world. Okay, so once those big flower heads are all mature and dried out, the farmers roll in with these huge harvesting machines called combines. It's pretty amazing to watch. They just move through the fields, cutting off the heads and shaking out thousands of seeds inside. And just like that, the journey from the field is complete. So what happens to all those seeds? Well, their uses are just incredibly diverse. Of course, we roast them for a healthy snack. Who doesn't love sunflower seeds? They're also pressed into one of the most popular cooking oils on the planet. And have you ever heard of sun butter? It's a great alternative to peanut butter. Even the leftover stuff doesn't go to waste. It's used as animal feed. And of course, birds absolutely love them. But life out in the field isn't always a walk in the park. Just like any living thing, sunflowers have their fair share of friends and foes. So on one hand, you've got friends like honeybees. These guys are absolutely crucial. They handle the cross-pollination, which means way more seeds and better quality seeds too. But then you've got the foes. We're talking pests like aphids and caterpillars that damage the plant, and weevils that burrow right into the stem. And once the seeds are ready, watch out. Flocks of hungry blackbirds can swoop in and just clean out an entire field. They're a huge problem for the harvest. Alright, to wrap this all up, let's just rapid fire some amazing facts that make the sunflower even more incredible than you already thought. Okay, fact number 1. Young sunflowers actually follow the sun across the sky during the day. It's a thing called heliotropism. 2. It is the national flower of Ukraine. 3. It's also become a really powerful symbol for international nuclear disarmament. 4. This one is amazing. Sunflowers can actually clean contaminated soil. They suck up nasty toxins like lead and arsenic right through their roots. And that leads us to fact number 5. Because they can do that, they were actually used to help with the cleanup after the Chernobyl disaster. How incredible is that? So, from its mathematical perfection to its power to literally heal the earth, the sunflower is so much more than just a pretty face. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other secrets is nature hiding from us in plain sight? Alright, that is it for this video, everyone. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video.